In the day's other news, crews in Southern California worked to clean up an oil spill that fouled parts of the coastline over the weekend. Huntington Beach was hit hard after an offshore pipeline leaked 126,000 gallons, closing beaches and killing wildlife. Investigators are looking at whether a ship's anchor ruptured the pipeline. We'll return to this later in the program. Today was the deadline for teachers and staff to get COVID vaccinations in New York City's public school system, the nation's largest. Mayor Bill de Blasio says that 95% of school employees have now had at least one dose. Thousands rushed to get inoculated in the past week to avoid being put on unpaid leave. Refugee admissions to the U.S. hit a record low in the federal fiscal year that just ended. The Associated Press reports just under 11,500 refugees were admitted. That does not include thousands of Afghans who came in recent weeks. President Biden had pledged to reverse the sharp cuts of the Trump years. UN humanitarian officials condemned Libya today for a violent crackdown on migrants trying to sail to Europe. They say security forces rounded up more than 5,100 people and killed at least one since Friday. An estimated 215 children and more than 540 women were among those detained. Other refugee advocates said it is Libya's largest crackdown in recent years.
We're hearing from migrants that we're in touch with that they're scared to leave their homes. We know that their Libyan neighbors have told them, don't leave your homes because it's just not safe. So people are quite horrified.
The UN's Human Rights Council also accused Libya's government today of possible crimes against humanity. It cited violence against migrants and civilians caught up in warfare between rival regimes and militias. Back in this country, the Biden administration reversed a Trump-era ban on abortion referrals by family planning clinics that receive federal funding. The ban had prompted an exodus from the federal program by providers linked with Planned Parenthood. The policy now reverts to what it was in the Obama years. 2 Americans are winners of this year's Nobel Prize for Medicine for work that could lead eventually to new non-opioid painkillers. David Julius and Artem Patapoutian made breakthroughs years ago, working independently of each other. Their work shows how receptors in the skin respond to heat and pressure. On Wall Street today, the broader market fell as tech stocks dropped. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 323 points, or 1%, to close back near 34,000. The Nasdaq fell 311 points, that's 2%. The S&P 500 slid 56, more than 1%. And oil prices closed near $78 a barrel. That is the highest since 2014. And Star Trek's Captain Kirk is finally heading to space for real. William Shatner, who is now 90 years old, will be a passenger next week on a Blue Origin capsule, the company owned by Amazon's Jeff Bezos. The space travel company invited him on a flight that will last 10 minutes before returning to Earth. 2 other passengers will be paying customers. Still to come on the NewsHour, a look at the cases on the Supreme Court docket this term. Tamara Keith and Amy Walter break down the latest political news. A Pakistani musician embraces tradition while charting a new path, and much more.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.